So this season, what I want to do is to introduce a new segment, Jerry at the Movies, where I look at some of my favorite movies and provide a psychoanalytic view of what's going on with the characters. Today, let's start with one of my favorite movies, 1,000 Words, starring Eddie Murphy, a psychoanalytic take on Eddie Murphy's genius and character. Let's go. So let's talk about Eddie Murphy. I just love his movies. The man is a genius. He has this way of taking the most wild, absurd situations and turning them into a reflection of who we are as humans, our fears, our flaws, and most of all, our desperate attempts to control everything, especially the things we should be feeling. So in 1,000 Words, Eddie gives us one of the most interesting characters ever, Jack McCall, a fast-talking literary agent who can talk his way in and out of anything until he can't, because every word he speaks brings him closer to death. So, Jack McCall is the type of guy who sells people their own shoes, sleek, confident, always running his mouth, and he meets this spiritual guru, Dr. Singer, who he thinks is just another guy he can use for a book deal. Jack underestimates this man so badly. You know, when you're listening to someone wise, but instead of actually absorbing their wisdom, you're just there thinking about what you want? Yeah, that's Jack. He pretends to care, but all he really wants is the publishing rights to Dr. Singer's book. But the universe, or karma, or maybe just an ancient spiritual tree has other plans. The Bodhi Tree appears, magically linked to Jack. Every word he speaks, a leaf falls. When the last leaf drops, so does Jack. And then there's Jack's mother. This is where we get one of the most emotional moments in the film. Jack and his mother. She has dementia, and every time he visits, she confuses him for his father. And instead of correcting her, he just plays along, because deep down, he's still that little boy waiting for his father's love, the love he never got. From a psychoanalytic perspective, this is huge. Jack's whole personality, his fast talking, his need to control, comes from a place of unresolved childhood pain. He's been carrying it his whole life, using words as a shield. But the fewer words he has, the more he feels. And that's when we see a real shift in Jack's character. You know, this is what healing looks like. Sitting with pain instead of running from it. And for Jack, that moment plants the seed for something he's been avoiding for years, forgiving his father. Now, there's a very sad scene. This is where Jack finally gets it, when he's at his father's grave. He visits his father's grave, and with only a few words left, he says 3 words that have been stuck in his heart for years. I forgive you. And just like that, the last leaf falls, and Jack, he drops too. Silence, stillness. He's gone. Because of course, Eddie Murphy wouldn't let a deep moment stay deep for too long. Jack dies. And what wakes him up? Lil Wayne singing, well, lollipop, da 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 lollipops. The irony is just too much. And this is what makes the movie so brilliant. Jack didn't need more words. He needed to say the right words. And now he's free. So, Jack does what we all do when we survive something life-changing. He writes about it, and now, instead of using words to avoid emotions, he uses them to tell his truth. This is why I love Eddie Murphy. He makes us laugh, but underneath it all, he's showing us what it means to be human, to learn and to let go, and to heal. Tell me, have you ever held on to words that needed to be spoken? Drop a comment and let me know what that feels like. In the meantime, if there's a movie you'd like me to do a psychoanalysis on, please share it in the comments too. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and don't be afraid of silence.